Hello Nissan fans, we got a couple of Choro-Qs here from the Nissan dealerships. That's why it just says Nissan and not Choro-Q on the box. It does say it's from 2002, so 20 years old now, and someone bought this for around $10 that long ago. Alright, I definitely didn't pay that amount. This is brand new. The tape's never been breached. Oh, well, there goes that. Well, that box is wrecked, so I will just get rid of it. Okay. Sorry, I dropped my dental pick, and you know I need that. Ah, boy, more tape. Just cardboard. So being 20 years old is, well, this is really thin plastic. Anyways, let's start with the Stage A, it's called, or Stagea. I'm not sure, but it pretty much looks like a Nissan Maxima that's a station wagon. That's the impression I'm getting there. But looking at this, I don't know who copied who, but this looks like a Volvo station wagon to me. But I'm going to guess if this is from 2002, Volvo copied. It's very similar, this whole back end at least. Alright, let's take a closer look here. So these wheels are actually the wheels on the other vehicle, but they're the same as the other vehicles, so they're different. I've never seen these wheels before. Just a little black paint will help those out. Really tight panel gaps. Look at that, how tight that is. The fuel filler, the door handles, the door cuts. And then this thing has these black painted fender flares. So this is also kind of like one of those Subaru Outbacks, it seems. Alright, the front end, we got the, well, let's see. Nope, I was hoping there was something Nissan printed there, but no, just the shape of it. Not quite enough silver paint in there, but it's nice to see a little orange dot there, and this dark plastic is the same as the whole body, it's just not painted. Unfortunately, not enough gold there. It's got scratched off even though it's brand new. Not enough black paint in here, but that's an easy fix. Okay, and then it's got some printed on wiper blades. I can see the spring motor there, some rails up here, probably for like a rack or something like that. Even tight panel gaps up here as well. Third brake light area. So this side doesn't have the fuel filler, but everything else looks the same. And yeah, the taillights do look like that image I pulled up, so that's good. It just says Nissan here. For some reason, the Nissan dealership cars don't actually tell you what the car is. It just says Nissan. It makes no sense to me. I guess they just assume you might own this car in real life, and so you don't need to be told what it is, but I don't know, it's just weird. It's not hard to, well, at least it's on the bottom, so that's good. Problem solved. Alright, so there's made 2002, and the base is also the same clear plastic, just smoked. Screw and tab in the back. Alright, so that one's pretty cool. Nice gold metallic color on that one. So the Nissan Elgrand clearly looks like it's competing with the Toyota Hiace. It looks almost identical. The styling is so similar to the Hiace. But let's take a look. Alright, see, now these are the wheels. I'm counting 7 spokes there, 7 spokes here, so let's see the rear view, big horizontal red bar, yep, it's there, and then little lights in this bottom side vertically. Alright, so I like this two-tone effect on this one. Is this metallic white? Yes, it is. Metallic white and obviously metallic gold or champagne. It's not quite gold. I would call it more of a champagne color. Alright, so same wheels as before. Nice details here for the door handles and all the panel cuts. Interesting that the front end is different right here. It's cut right here. So this whole nose is a separate piece. What I'm afraid of is a different white. It is a different white. You can clearly see white, yellowed white. So being 20 years old, white, yellowed white. For all I know, this might have been sitting in a glass display cabinet at a Nissan dealership. And for some reason, they're using different paint here than here. And that's why it's discolored. So that's too bad. Alright, some orange paint here in the side marker. That's nice. The front end, this is all clear plastic, like the windshield. And then here we have some... It's like, I don't even know if it's painted. It looks like it must be painted, but like not much. I almost feel like it's translucent. Alright, but down here we have a nice grille texture and some lights, but not painted. Printed on wiper blades again, and this one's got a cool roof. We got some, I don't know, probably some hinges there, and locks, I guess, for those three. And then the sky roof there, some ribbing here and rain gutters or whatnot. And then, yeah, just a big red bar in the back, and then the little vertical lights there. Little exhaust tip is sticking out here. It's part of the clear base. And this one again says O2 and Elgrand, so that's nice. Alright. Does this one have a muffler? Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice. It has two mufflers part of the base here. I like how the black actually wraps around the bumper. And the front bumper. Didn't catch that before. Some details there too. Alright, well, I think they're pretty cool. It's really unfortunate though about this white discoloration. You would think they would use the same exact paint. You know, whatever is used to paint that, why wouldn't they use the same paint to paint this? Right? Very strange. It doesn't seem so bad on the top view though. Those two look like the same white to me. It's only in the side though. It's clearly yellowed. Alright, well that's too bad. Let me come back when I get some mods on this. A little extra paint at least, and maybe some wheel swaps. I'll probably leave these wheels alone because they're specific to this actual vehicle in real life. And actually the riding stance is good too. So I'm just going to add some black paint into the wheels here. But this thing, the wheels don't match. Maybe I'll swap these to a different Choro-Q and put something else here. Alright, hold on. Back again, and ended up putting up some black wheels and black paint into those wheels. And I've come to realize that these wheels are not identical. I just assumed they are because the styling is so similar. But if we put these wheels right next to each other, you'll see that the Elgrand has 7 spokes, but this one has 8 spokes. Right? You can count to 8 spokes, 7 spokes. So that's why I decided to keep these wheels after all, but I dismounted them and just used a poster putty to lower it. But with the Elgrand, I decided to just leave it stock. But I did add a bunch of paint, you know, to the grills and stuff like that. Same with this guy. Added some black paint into the grills. So let's compare it to a couple other Choro-Q-like vehicles. Here's a Nissan NV350. It's a school, like a kindergarten van. And then here's a Nissan Caravan from Choro-Q 0, one of my favorite ones, with some 3D printed wheels. You know what, hold on. I'm going to raise this camera view for the vans here. I literally put a can of tuna underneath my camera to raise it. Alright, so a different brand is called Toonedx2. Really cool models with really nice headlights. You know, you can see the chrome light bucket behind it, behind the lens and all that stuff. And it can steer some of these, the ones that are called the Pro series of Toonedx2s. Alright, and then there's a Toyota Estima with an opening door gimmick, and I have some steel or alloy wheels meant for Hot Wheels on that one. And then the very last one is another Nissan Elgrand that I totally forgot I even had. I reviewed this a long time ago, and I have some 3D printed wheels and brakes that I bought off Facebook. So if you want to look up that. But it's a totally different paint job, so, and it's got, you know, some like tax registration stuff on the front, so it's different enough that I'll probably keep both. And I think I mentioned before might be competing against the Hi-Ace, but I'm wrong. What I'm thinking about is the Toyota Alphard, which I think might be based on the Hi-Ace, but they're like very luxurious vans. So that's what I think the Nissan Elgrand is competing against. The Alphard or the Bellfire, which is like a different grille. Okay, let's get a top view of these things. I oddly don't seem to have any station wagons, so hold on a second, let me find some. Let me clear these vans out and see if there have any station wagons to compare to. Alright, I am wrong as usual. I swear I won't remember what day of the week it is if it wasn't for me looking at my phone. This is a Honda Odyssey, and I think I have another Honda Odyssey, but an older generation, so I'll put that one here. This has got some Hot Wheel Reel Riders I repainted, and this is 3D printed wheels. This next one is a Honda Toonedx, and that's got some wheels that I painted gold. I don't know who made them though. They could be majorette wheels. And then here's a classic one, the Skyline Hakosuka station wagon, and it has some 3D printed wheels on it again. And the very last one is a Mercedes E-Class from 2005, and it's the Estate, which is European for station wagon. So apparently I do have a lot of station wagons. I just had a mental block. Okay. Well, let's get some cartoon characters up here and let these guys go for a spin one last time. Trying to find a fitting character. Alright, got some new ones I haven't shown. This is a Bandai Gashapon of Iron Man Mark 1. I don't know. I just feel like since he's kind of almost the same height as this Elgrand, works out. I gotta put these guys on some plastic chips to keep them from falling over. I forget what this character is from, but there's a bunch of tiny deformed figures with these giant eyes. I forget what it's called though. I just picked this up loose locally, but it's an old man, and I just think of old men driving vans or station wagons. I drive a minivan myself. I'm an old man. We all get old, or we die. I'd rather be old, I guess. Let me get a better low angle again. Man, definitely got to glue those things down to a plastic chip. Okay, well, thank you for watching again. Seems like the Elgrand, that whole paint quality issue or the paint mismatching is a really bothersome thing. It didn't happen on this one. This one's perfectly consistent, I think. But again, if this is a dealer edition, if they have two different paints and it's sat in a dealer window for 5 years or whoever knows how long, that might explain it. This is a new casting for me though. Even though it's a Nissan, for some reason it looks like a Volvo. I always think it looks like a Volvo to me. Okay, well, thank you for watching. I'll try to get some other dealership Choro-Qs in the future. Thanks, bye.